Howdy, all you delicious people. Howdy, everybody. Today we are here to play more of this game, more of Into the Dead 2 Ghostbusters Edition. If anything, I'm doing a very different recording way of doing things than before, simply because realistically, the way I was doing wasn't exactly a perfect setup. What I was doing wasn't exactly the sometimes it would get a little glitchy, a little cutty. So we're gonna try this way, just to see if things go well. Even though there's a lot of delay here. We're gonna test it out, see if this is a little bit better. There might be a watermark down below there, which it is what it is. So, I am gonna try and do this as best as possible and hopefully get this, maybe possibly last, mission under my belt successful. I do have 5 tokens this time, not 2 like I did on the last episode. So I hope that we're gonna do well on this. I'm gonna bump up the volume jam a little bit, so hopefully this isn't too loud for people. But I'm going to try to do the best I can with what lackluster equipment I have. So, hopefully we can get this done in one shot, but knowing the way things go about, I don't usually get that kind of luck on my ways. So if anything, I'm going to be jostling the camera around, so more than likely you might not see my face always in the face cam. But, because I watched back the last episode, I'm like, yeah, you can't always see me in the face cam, but I try my best. Even though my mouth is not moving with how I'm talking in this face cam. Yeah. Little delayed. It's like I'm Godzilla. Gojira! 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 I am fighting the monsters! Better watch out! Because it cannot go fast enough to see my voice! Yeah! Oh, yeah! Gojira! Gojira? I have to fight Gojira! Alright, no more fooling around. It's time to be fooling on down and getting this done. This story, I hope, done. Tonight. Hopefully. Let's hope. Let's hope. And of course, wearing my coveted Ghostbusters shirt like I was wearing last time. Because this is shot in one day.
You guys go on. I'm just gonna patrol this area for a bit.
After it! Don't let it escape!
Hey, come back! We just want to talk.
Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Don't. No. No, not today, sir. Not today. Not today. Not today. Not today. Not today. I just want to get my reload, please. Let me get my reload. Let me get my reload in. Let me get my reload. Let me get my reload in, please. Let me get my reload. Thank you. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, come on. Come on. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Oh. Ah. One shot. One shot success.
I think it went in there. Hello? Pest control. Don't mind us. Huge bat just flew in. What the? Oh, boy. Heads up! Send Mr. Ainsworth an invoice. I'd say that's worth 20 big ones, at least. Plus 10 more for storage and, exit. Hey, what's so funny, creep? Oh, boy. Right! Everybody out! This is happening. Okay. Hurry! Winston! Come on!
Watch out, Winston! No!
Winston!
Say something, pal! Where are you?
What the hell just happened?
Not Winston. My favorite! You took my favorite. No one takes my Winston, that delicious man. Nobody takes my Winston. I'm enraged now. No one takes the Winston and gets away with it. No one. No one. Godzilla. Gojira. 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 Oh, that was really cool though. I really enjoyed that. I kind of had I was skinning the cat there. You never know when you think that you're gonna just go right through something. Because you start to get cocky, and then all of a sudden, well, bam, you get hit with something right before you're supposed to go out, so you never know. So, luckily we made it in one shot, but is there anything left to come? I'm not sure. We'll see. If not, then we'll just do the daily goals from last time. Because I don't know if there's more story. I don't know if there's a later date for more story. I don't know. Yay, a loading screen to tell me I survived. I'm still loving it. When I could have told you that I survived. And that would have been good. Awakening completed. Okay. What does that mean? But yeah, from what the trailers had said, this is a two-parter. And it did say when you enter in this thing, it is part 1. So are we gonna get possibly a part 2 at a later date? I am not 100% sure. Okay, Awakening, Rising. So let's double check. Nightmare, Apocalypse. Choose difficulty. Oh, okay, so we can just go through this again and have different difficulties. I am not interested in that at all. It was hard enough the first time. But I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see when is the next date for part 2 to come out. So I'll have to be ever vigilant in seeing what that is, or maybe if people have been following this and whatever, maybe people will be interested in keeping track of it. Excuse me. People will be interested in keeping track of it and letting me know when part 2 is out. But without a doubt, this might forcibly have to be yet another short video, because realistically, I finished the part 1 story. I kind of wished, like they kind of promoted, because they promoted the Terror Dog being in here. But I wonder if that was with the VIP package, because when you see photos, you see Slimer and the Terror Dog. So I'm just kind of wondering if that's, like, if you were to get the VIP package, then you would get the Terror Dog. But yeah. That was such a great, like, that was great. What they did, I was thoroughly impressed with. I was happy with what they did. There was a lot of times where I I winced at, like, how the voices were. But out of the whole thing, the story and the way that they went about a simple thing like running around and stuff like that, that completely made up for it. And the fact that they could have possibly not done any story at all, and that would have still intrigued me. But they added story and they added care to what they were trying to do. They really went out of their way to give this like a real Ghostbusters universe game. And they added, of course, key things like the Ecto-1. It wasn't like a knockoff of that. They added the Slimer. They added a bunch of level 5. Ooh. Intriguing Slimer. Ooh, yes. But they really tried as close as possible to get everything right. A lot of times, I'm sure somebody could nitpick and say what they did wrong, but I'm heavily pleased as a Ghostbusters fan. I am heavily pleased in what all they did. Like there was some things about some like voices and stuff like that, but I don't know. I want to see what happens to Winston, because I'm a little worried about that guy, because he's my favorite. Realistically, either Ray or Winston was like my top 2 kind of like favorites. Because Ray kind of felt like the everyman and kind of like the child, the kid. Like he had like an inner child, and that's what I enjoyed about his character the most, especially in the cartoons. In the movies, he was just another guy. But in the cartoons, he was kind of like an inner child. Well, they kind of, when he did the whole, like, when Ray would slide down the fire pole and stuff like that, like, there were some kids' aspects in there, but it wasn't, like, heavily, like, put in there. Oh, man, I'm not giving a lot of, ammo in this. Whoa. As I'm already dead. Well, yeah, like, of course I would die, because... Of course I would die. Because, yeah, it's just... You have a gun with very little ammo. What are you really expecting to do? You have to really savor that ammo. But how even not even 15 minutes. I was thinking that this was gonna be like a real true debacle, and I was gonna spend all of my resources getting through that story, and luckily this time around in the last two episodes, this one and the last one, I haven't had to like um full on like spent a lot of time and whatever. But if anything, I'm gonna try to keep an eye out for when if there's more to this or more to this game. Because there was a Night of the Living Dead thing that dropped on this game too, and I was like, oh man, like that would have been really cool to do that kind of event and with story, even though um, it's just a game where it's like, who knows if realistically anybody would like care about like a movie that's, I don't know, but haywire ability. Sorry. Oh, I think that's why they give you like so little of ammo or whatever, because they think, well, you have Slimer on you, so, or Slimer with you in this mission, so you should be able to get through this a lot better. But I don't know. I'm just excited that I finished the whole story, because I was so worried that I would never get to finish um, this. So if anything, I want to keep an eye on this game. More than likely, I might have to like go on Facebook and like it and kind of keep track of it, and see what holds for the future. So that way, whenever I want to come back to this game, because there's some special event, then I'll know about it beforehand. Or hopefully I can get emailed about it or something. Just be more aware of this game if they do special events like this, because I love games that tie in movies or cartoons or whatever. In this game, like, I found out later that they were like doing more than just Ghostbusters. There's Night of the Living Dead, and there's a lot of cool stuff. So I hope that they keep going on with that, and keep and I hope that they keep on doing some fairly interesting stories. Slimer, buddy, whoa, whoa, oh no, right into. I saw the reload, and that's all I saw. That's all I saw. But yeah, but this is probably gonna have to forcibly be a shorter video, because I thought I was gonna have to like do some real busting, some real. I thought I was gonna be uberly challenged, and I thought I didn't think it was gonna take me one shot, because it took me a while. The last. Like, I didn't have a lot of shots in the last episode. Man, if I would have had more shots in the last episode, I would have completed this whole thing in the last episode. But I think we're probably just going to have to make this a shorter video. It's more than likely... Well, what I'll probably do is maybe I'll just show people what the regular game looks like. So that way... Because I had to go through 5 stages of this to get into this event. So what I'll do is I'll go and show you what the regular game looks like. To me, it seems like I had played this kind of game before on console. So yeah. Like I said, people don't have a lot of time before this thing ends, before all of the whole before this event really truly ends. You get one more day, and then hopefully you can get the story done. Um, Again, I'm kind of interested to see if part two comes after this trial ends. But I don't know. I'm happy with it. I can't. This was a good. This is a good episode. This was a nice way to finish this up and clean this out. And yeah, I don't know how much to really say because realistically, I didn't like. I thought I was gonna work for it. I wanted to work for it. But oh well. So yeah, let's get into. I'm actually right on to the part two of story two. So I think. Uh, let's do a little. Well, since I have so much freaking gold now, of course I have gold now. I have gold up the yin yang now, and I didn't have gold before to get more tokens. Now, like right after we end this, it's like, oh yeah, hey, just letting you know, here's some boatload of gold for you. It's like, oh well, I would have liked to have had that earlier, but let's see if I can backtrack on the story. Um, yeah. So that way we get, like, if I were to go right into this, I'll give you, like, the very intro episode. So you guys can get a taste of that, if you guys don't know what this game is at all. This is a real true part of the game. What we were playing was just a special event inside of the game. And like I said, they've done, Night of the Living Dead on here. You guys can go and check that out, whoever's actually played it. I would love it if we could get these consistent kind of events, but who knows how much you could really do with the limitations of a running game, of a kind of a death run kind of game. But I really like the what they're doing here. So it is very hard, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Oh yeah, I did get. I don't know. I think. Oh, I can boost. I can boost. I want to get that other gun though. I want to use that other gun. Yeah, let's use that other gun. I might not ever get to use it, so let's use it now. Because I don't know if, after this, I don't know when is the next time I'm going to get back to this, so might as well use the new gun. Might as well bust it out. Considering, this is kind of the intro to this game, so I don't think I should be too... I don't think I'll do too bad with, a level 1 gun in the very first episode. But more than likely, we'll probably just do this first episode, and then we'll probably just call it a wrap for this. Like I said, it might be a shorter episode, but yeah, it's what happens when you do well finally in something. It's what happens when you finally do well. Yeah, but who knows? Part two. If they go and do I don't know when the release date is on that. Probably after part one is the trial is over. To give people an even amount of time, and then trial part two comes out. So I don't know. Like I said, I'll have to keep my eyes peeled on what's all going on with this, so that we can see what's all going down. See what's gonna happen to Winston because he's gone. I don't know, but that was a visually creative way to kind of give like a real climactic thing. If we don't come back to this, then at least we've had that. But I'm gonna try and come back to it if we have that event.
How far away are you? There was another broadcast. It's spreading faster than they thought. You should be here.
I heard it. Just sit tight, sis. I'm coming back as fast as I can. Mother... Oh, shit!
What? Get that picture.
Hello? Please be
Whoa! Ah, shit! Whoa!
Dude, that's my hand.
Helen! Oh, the truck's wrecked. I'm okay. I'll get to you.
Alright, watch out! Get out of my way, zombies. I'm an important man in this game. Wow, that was one of the blottos. But hey, I get a reload soon, so who cares? There we go. Gotta get that reload so we can get more blottos. 'Cause that's all that matters. Is me some more of them bullets. Come on. I'm almost at the finish line. Anyways. You gotta worry about that reloading.
Are you there? Are you okay? Where are you?
I'm okay. I'm on foot. Jesus.
What?
They're everywhere. There's so many this time.
Where? We're coming to get you.
No. Take Maggie to Dad's. Barricade the windows like we practiced. Helen, I'll get to you.
You went too far out.
I'll get to you.
Yeah, I told you so. I get it.
Alright. Well, I think that'll wrap up our episode here. Like I said, definitely check this game out if you would like. Whether it would be for the event or just for the other actual zombie running story that is going on. But yeah, I really loved this, this event that we had here. And it's too bad that it was like, it took me a long time to get some of these things, but I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed, the experience. Like I said, these guys were going out of their way to get things right. And that was the best thing about it, is they were trying to really give the best story with what limitations that they could possibly have. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to say goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everybody.